Hey, hey. How's it going, everybody? So I thought I would kick off this little live stream with a quick look around the office, as it has been so widely requested. It's the kind of things that I have in the cases around here. So I figured I'd take you guys around. But before I do that, I wanted to give a special shout out to Maya Leith, niece of Dr. J, who is currently staying over at St. Jude's. I hope that you are feeling better very, very soon. So take care, and let's take a look, as the people wanted to know what I've got going on here. So we'll kind of start. I have things kind of laid out differently than I did in my previous office. So we'll kind of start over here, and I'll just kind of go down things. So, so here we have some autographs from people that I've, from some of the horror celebrities that I've met at various conventions. And we come to the first case. So the first case. So as you see here, so I have several collections here, just items. Now, all of the dragons in my collection I've gotten from either people have sent them to me from kind of around the world, or people have made them for me, or I found them myself. A lot of them were birthday and Christmas presents, because my friends all know that I'm a big collector, so they've gotten me them. So this is what I've collected since I was 15, is when I started collecting dragons. So this is kind of where we are. So we go down here, we've got this big old Chinese jade one, got kind of a candle incense, or I guess it was like an oil burning one. Some kind of cool ones there. I always like this guy because he hangs out on the edge, which is neat. In here, let's take a look. We'll pop that open. Have some interesting ones here. As a matter of fact, what'll probably help. See, I got a cool light that I can turn on, so we'll turn the light on so people can see it. So yeah, that's the big green one. That's a Michael Wellen #3. This little hanging guy that was made by my late aunt, made me one of those. And of course I got some really, really cool ones. This guy, this bust over here one, is a favorite of mine. I really, really like him. He came from Africa. And just some little ones that have been picked up through the years. That big tall guy, this one, the silver one, that is a Michael Wellen #1. And a couple of other cool ones. I've gotten some blown glass dragons, which are pretty cool. And some more here. Got that, that was a birthday present. That's a knife that opens up. It's got a pretty ornate handle, which is pretty cool. And then some more down here, the larger ones, heavier ones, I kind of put down here. So that is the first case. And I will turn that light off. And then of course, the Christine poster, Big Trouble Little China, the other movie posters I like. I'm a big Carpenter fan. And then of course a number of other cool just autographs that I've collected over the years. So we'll go up here. This is the second case. So here we go. We got these Ren Fair mugs. These Ren Fair mugs that were given to me by my mother-in-law, who found them. And these come from the Ren Fair in Texas in 1988, I think. This bad boy, who is one of my absolute favorites. So that was a present from an uncle of mine years and years ago. But he is the heaviest dragon I have. He weighs about 45 pounds. He's a beast. I really, really like him. And then of course, got the globe, my grandfather's globe, that I, after he passed away, that was given to me. And he passed away when I was 9. And so he had this one, so which I thought was cool. So yeah, it's neat because we discussed it with Irish Demon. A lot of the stuff that's on it is out of date, which is kind of cool. So it's just a really old globe. And then some cute dragons that my wife got me just because they're Thai and their dragons are cute. And then we go in here. Some more here, just some various dragons here. Some I've collected, some that were sent to me. Love this little guy. He came from China. I love this steampunk one, which is really cool because he's made of bronze, which is pretty neat. And then we got some more here. Love this little guy. This little right here, smallest one I own. That's how big it is. So tiny. I think that one's good. That one's gonna go. It's my smallest dragon. And then more here. Got some ornament ones that another aunt made for me. And cool knife there. And then of course, candlestick one, that's a wax dragon. So I try to get dragons of all different mediums. So I've got pewter, ceramic, acrylic, clay. Some of them are made like, you know, like the paper mache ones that are there. I like dragons of all different varieties that I collect them. You know, it doesn't matter what, you know, what the medium is, but I think they're all really, really cool. But I'm a really big fan of pewter ones. Pewter and stone are really, really neat. And then of course, motorcycle dragon. He's kind of cool. I've had a lot of these since I was, you know, in my late teens. And then of course, up here at the top, where you can pretty much only glimpse during my live streams, got the Jason mask signed by CJ Graham. That was a wood carved dragon that was given to me for one of my birthdays. The hat the Irish Demon sent me, and there's the boomerang he sent me too. And then of course, this is the first slate I ever used on a film production when I was directing. So, but I wanted to save that. And then of course, a For the Horde vinyl clock that my wife got me. And then of course, you guys, you know HP, constantly reminding me that I need to keep writing, that I need to be writing. And of course, The Thing, my #1 favorite film of all time. There's the poster for the sequel. So got that at the premiere. And then of course, a couple of others. Got James Marsters. There's Kevin and Jason Mewes. And then of course, this is really, really cool. It was a paper for Silent Hill, kind of like an advertisement thing, and saved that because I just thought it looked neat. And then of course, just various other stuff. The closet has basically boxes and stuff like this, but I don't know if you can see it. There's Master Chief's helmet. Got some old Sega games that I love to collect. My Bane mask. And a number of other stuff. Just little bits and pieces around there. And the last case is this one. So this is where the game, kind of like the gaming stuff that I collect is at. So take a look here. So at the top, this was a figure print of my tune, the only tune I've ever played in World of Warcraft. But this is a figure print when they were printing those. Got it in the second run. For my guy, but that's him, 3D printed. And of course, For the Horde, Loktar Ogar, Doomhammer, which is pretty cool. I really, really dig that. And then of course, the World of Warcraft collector's mugs, and then Viking horn that came in a loot crate, which I thought was kind of neat. Down here, we've got the board game that my friend and I made. There's Soldier 76 from Overwatch. Another figure print that was my wife's character, and she got that. She actually won that in when they first started doing these. She actually won that out of the first run. And then of course, let's see, Todd McFarlane's autograph on a WoW card, and then the Overwatch Collector's Edition over there. Bunch of interesting, just cool stuff that I've collected over the years. So I was a really big fan of Donkey Konga. I thought it was pretty cool. The Donkey Konga ones, got some limited edition face plates for the Xbox 360 when you had the changeable face plates. That one was from E3 2005, and then those ones, the Unreal Tournament one and then the BioShock one, those were both gifts when I was a store manager for GameStop. And then of course some of my favorite N64 games. And then of course there's the Big Daddy, the 2001 Launch Team Xbox, some games that I've collected that are difficult to find, and some ones that are just favorites of mine. And then of course the classic stuff down there. I don't know how well you can see that. Got the NES, the Sega Genesis back there, my old Game Boy Color in the case. And of course my N64, my Pikachu N64 is out in the garage. I got a bunch of stuff still out in the garage, which is I'm still trying to find room for it. But I mean, this is pretty much the office. And then of course, still have yet to hang that. My Pulp Fiction picture of Jules and Vincent. And then of course, you guys probably remember that. That's the Garrosh image. It looks like the 5 different little canvases all put together. But that's pretty much it. Everything else you've seen on the desk. And yeah, I think that'll pretty much conclude it. So yeah, that was the office to kind of give you a look around. Thought that was a good way to kind of introduce you guys to it. So let's go on to the live stream.